Muy buenas, ¿qué tal? Aquí me quedo en un nuevo vídeo y hoy volvemos con Monkey Island, Return to the Monkey Island, que lo dejamos aquí el último día y vamos a investigar por Melee Island. Mira aquello menor. Esto me acuerdo de... me acuerdo de esta esquina. Este es Elaine.
Guybrush!
Guybrush.
Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
Esperaba que aparecieras en esta historia.
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
Será la gobernadora.
Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
No te vas a creer cómo voy a ir a Monkey Island.
You won't believe how I'm getting to Monkey Island.
I've known you a long time. Try me.
I'm planning to sign on to LeChuck's crew, mutiny them, and take the ship.
Oh, dear. Isn't there an easier way?
Oh, trust me, that is the easy way.
O al final sí que voy a ir así, no creo, ¿no?
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, you say bye 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 first.
Quiero ver si cambian el diálogo.
You say bye
porque
first.
En los Monkey Island muchas veces pasaba esto.
Bye.
A ver.
Bye.
Con insistencia. Vale. Esta es la propaganda que ella puede.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers. They're having a half-off sale.
Aquí está el
The International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
con la señal del Ludo.
Welcome, Guybrush
Lo que
Threepwood.
hicieron en
Nice
Tales
to
of
see
Monkey
you
Island,
again.
no todos.
I have been waiting for you.
Ha pasado años.
You mean,
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
Parece
It's a
que
gift.
es
Allow
preciso.
me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
Vale, serpiente. Uy, mal.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already
Porque ya
walked
hemos
the
estado en
path.
Monkey.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance
Ah,
on
no sé si
what
este libro
is
es
to
para
come.
ayudarme o...
It can tell me my future?
o sea,
In a way,
como una mecánica dentro del juego
Think
como
of it as a
de ya
book
buscar por
of
internet.
hints.
No, un
What is
libro
it
de
really?
pistas.
A
Vale,
book
no
of
hay que mirar el libro de
hints.
pistas.
Use it wisely. To know too much
Efectivamente.
diminishes the voyage.
Neat.
Todos son pistas.
Thanks.
No charge.
Pierde la gracia este juego. ¿Qué es esto?
What's this thing?
It's a
Está guay que
forgiveness
dentro del juego
frog.
metan la
When
mecánica de
no
dar
apology
fin. Que no
will
tengas que ir
do,
fuera a buscar.
Give the forgiveness
como
frog.
perdido
It's like
o-
a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that
Ya
before.
hicieron en...
Are you sure it's real voodoo?
Silver en
No
su
comment.
anterior juego.
It works.
En
Trust.
Silverware Park. Joder, lo impresionante.
What's cooking?
The feast of knowledge.
This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're
Qué
sold out.
pena.
A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the
John
museum.
Laney.
I'm sure the magic has worn off by now. But I believe I
Tenemos misión.
could restore
Traerme
its abilities.
Claro. cabeza
It's a
seducida.
creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair. I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
They're not. But the tourists like them.
Oh, parece muy reducida. ¿Eh?
I'll take this disgusting shrunken head.
That's my last one. Quite the bargain.
Ah, que le pago y todo, qué vergüenza. ¿Regalos? ¿Qué regalos
Do
hay?
you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
No.
No thanks. Keep up the good work, buddy.
Llaves.
It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Necesitamos 5
Alas, the
llaves.
safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
Vale,
The curtains are for sale
5
too?
Everything goes. They'd make a...
I'd need a lot of keys to open that.
Ya, en los Monkey Island
Too bad it's
originales, a veces consigues objetos que nunca servían para nada. Y también era parte de su gracia.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp
Voy a tirarla,
indeed.
pues para mí.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime,
Vale, ya veré.
including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving,
O
or
afeitar,
manicuring
O
yourself
hacer la
or
manicura,
another
cuidado.
person are likewise considered
No puedo hacer la manicura o ni
outside
afeitar
the
con este
scope
cuchillo.
of
Vale.
acceptable use.
Oh,
No problema.
okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the
Vale,
warranty.
no puedo lanzar el
Whittling,
cuchillo.
scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg,
Tallar en marfil, pero
juggling,
puedo tallar en
and
madera.
any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted
Este
by
cuchillo para
unlicensed
comprarlo tiene mucha letra
persons.
pequeña.
Uh-huh.
Use with breads, spreads,
Dulces,
bedspreads,
leche,
or
dulce,
thread
leche,
may
los
damage
cabezas.
the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is
¿Cómo se va a
sharp
romper el
and should
cuchillo
not
con
be
leche?
carried in a
Bueno.
pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children,
Payasos
pets, the aged or
y adultos.
infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be
Y
locked
un
securely
cuchillo que
in
no
a
puedo llevar,
vault. The
y
manufacturer
siempre tiene eso.
accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby
Los
assumes
posibles e
all
imposibles.
liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and
No es más
all
fácil de
possible and
de
impossible
cumplir.
universes.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
Vale, me llevo un cuchillo que no me sirve para nada técnicamente.
A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. Not for me.
Vale, en principio hemos conseguido un cuchillito. Esto lo da pistas, tareas. Número de trabajo, conseguir una fregón. Ah, sí que voy a por la fregona. Sí que voy a esto. Interesante. No va a salir bien. Yo creía que íbamos a por un barco. Vale. ¿Wally? ¿Está aquí nuestro querido
Hey,
cartógrafo?
Wally. Well, look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Así.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
Estoy buscando una fregona.
I'm looking for a mop.
This is maps and more, not mops and more.
Well, I was hoping the and more might include mops.
Well, it doesn't. Try asking the cook over at the bar where he got his.
El cocinar el bar tiene. Interesante.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny
Obviamente no.
you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed
Oh,
all
¿en
my
serio?
source material.
Betak.
It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
Está
You have a
bien.
lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all.
Chiste de cartógrafos.
A little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was.
He vuelto, ¿verdad?
Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
Se me había abierto la puerta. Ay, Sherlock. El pueblo parece...
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They
Vale,
say
o
she
sea,
brings a
Madison
bad
no
element
solo
to town,
una queja
but
para
that
mí.
bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to
Venga, tú
do?
vives
Do
bien,
what's
¿no?
right.
Pues ya está.
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
Me alegra ver que has salido bien parado después de tantos
It's great to
años.
see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain
Magia
Madison
negra.
has me on a lucrative retainer. She
La-
pays
la
extra
Marisa
for a
también
bunch of
tiene magia
wacky
negra.
symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Uh-huh. Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest
Uf,
tools
tiene una
to
cosa
make the
especial que
finest
probablemente pueda
maps.
coger. El monóculo.
They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh,
¿verdad?
look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
¿Eh?
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps
Vale,
and
es una
more
cosa
on
que
the
la vamos a
edge.
Thanks. Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely.
Ah, sí, le pago.
If you pay for it.
Never mind. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? It's
Mapa,
maps
ni
wrapped
siquiera
in
no quiero
maps.
mapa, no.
I didn't know you could do
Obviamente
that.
para allá a Monkey Island, que todavía no hay mapa, y que ha dicho que sí que había, ¿no?
I didn't know you made globes too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
Nuevos continentes.
This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. I had a map like this once, but I sailed left.
Vale.
Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby.
Para que me sea la luz. A
Ooh,
los vecinos.
this one looks nice. How much is it?
Oh, that one? Too much.
¿Me estás minusvalorando?
I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself. Huh, never seen one of those before.
Vale, no veo nada. Un laberinto.
Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes.
Bueno, ya no ponemos Wally. Aquí había una tienda. Que debe ser
Property
esta.
foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite
Pues,
novelty
aquí
store.
estaba el señor. Una pata de palo, ¿no? Tan, ton, 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 pam, pam.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done! Mark yourself down for one less lashing this
Ah,
voyage.
qué bien, vale, quita cosas.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood! He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed! Wait! Let him live. I want him to see me sail off
Ya
the
veremos,
Monkey
ya
Island
veremos,
knowing
señor
the
Leche.
secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical
Estás
secret of
cuestionando
Monkey
al
Island a good idea?
Exacto.
Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do,
Aunque esto es una
don't
vía
let
a lo
Threepwood
que-
on board.
A nuestro cometido.
Very
¿no?
well.
Vemos que a lo mejor sí que tenemos futuro. O
The
era
note
este.
says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Error con la opción.
Aye.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
Lo que te digas.
Once you have a key,
Quiero abrir la
you've
puerta.
got to open the door.
Vale.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart.
Ya había un
Also,
callejón.
the windows need some work.
Está todo hecho fatal, Mel Island. Oh, aquí es... ¿Puedo abrir
It
la
seems
puerta?
to be stuck closed. It seems to be stuck
La
closed.
escala. No puedo mirar, no. Calle mayor. Esta es la cerrajería. Bueno, y vamos con 6
Welcome to my
llaves.
shop.
Hi there.
Esta tienda no estaba.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
¿Cómo? ¿Cómo vas a meter la grande en la pequeña?
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Vale.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Es una tienda, no puedo tocar nada. Aquí es...
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
Vale.
What's this lock?
That's for hats.
Para sombrero.
What's this key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
Un carcaje es lo de donde llevan las flechas. Oh, un loro.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Vale, te di todo de la familia.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
It's really clean in here. Do you have a mop I could use?
I simply don't allow filth to accumulate in the first place. Try somewhere a little less sanitary, like the bar by the docks.
Está claro que está en el bar.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Todo tiene sentido.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Ahí tienes razón.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Ah, vale. Necesitamos eso.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look
Pero
elsewhere.
se me ha ocurrido una cosa.
Who's the old lady in the window across
Se me
the
ha
way?
ocurrido una cosa.
You mean Whitey Bones.
Tenemos un
She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Pero es que
Not
hace
well at all.
cosas.
But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key, one that opens all locks at once.
All at once? Well, how does that work?
No idea. It's just a story. But I guess you'll find out soon enough.
Supongo que sí, que lo descubriremos.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Vale, esa me
I've got a
tiene que ser una
system,
llave. ¿De qué?
and I don't like it disrupted.
No lo sé. Y si está aquí es por algo. Entonces yo, por ejemplo...
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Vale, si yo utilizo monóculo... Ah. A ver... Vamos a ir a la calle menor. ¿Esto está cerrado? Cerrado no. Vale. Necesito una puerta con candado. La detrás está atascada, ¿no? Con llave.
A visitor! Wait.
Guybrush.
Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time.
Vale.
You look different somehow. New art style.
How nice of you to notice. Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic. You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Yeah, I'm sort of planning on hijacking an existing crew instead of recruiting one. But maybe I can spring you anyway, for old time's sake.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors.
Imagine that.
Vale.
What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I noticed you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Mucho mejor.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
Well, except the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
Número 3 no está mal. Promoción importante.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
Lógico. Ahí está. Vamos a ver con esta.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Pone la información del número de cerradura, creo.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Okay, don't worry about it. I've already got a plan to steal a ship from LeChuck.
Well, if you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounder birds. That's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice.
Consejo.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son. But thanks.
Vale.
See you later.
Yep.
Vale, pues vamos a utilizar lo que decía.
Watch your boots in here, son.
I can read the serial number.
¿Lo ves?
I'll write it down so I don't forget.
He visto bien inteligente. Es que he dado todo lo que no sabía la puerta. A ver, necesitamos que nos haga una llave.
Hi there.
Hi.
Quiero.
Hello
una
again.
Llave. Vale, no.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch
Mira que
anything.
me saldrá una opción con los números o algo así. Número de serie. Ah. Esto.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
¿Va a hacer la
Oh,
llave?
wow, what a coincidence. I had no idea.
Ya está. Ya, cómo resolvemos cosas así al
Hey,
instante.
Guybrush!
Hey, kid.
¿Qué pacha? Otis. Hacemos así, cogemos
How's
la
your day
llave.
going?
Y lo
Notice,
usamos.
the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very
Libera
grateful
Otis.
to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked.
Muchas
Good
gracias,
luck,
Otis.
Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
Vale. A Otis habrá que venir a por cuando tengamos
Hey,
su
kid.
cepillo de dientes. ¿Puedo hacer algo más? No.
You look like...
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
Vale, no hay nada ahí dentro. Perfecto. Pues sigamos caminando. Graffiti.
Looks sort of like an eye.
Vale, vamos a seguir investigando la isla de Melee. Pam, 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 pam. Esta es la mansión de la gobernadora. Aquí digo mucho la.
Carla.
Elaine tenía un perro. Esta es Carla. Está amazada,
Guybrush Threepwood.
Tú peleas como una vaca.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Le superamos en el
Prepare
pasado.
to taste my blade, you washed up hack.
Anything but your cooking.
Low-hanging fruit. But it works.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
Lo veis, era como con insultos. Ahí está lo que aquí no, estábamos hablando.
You should never have given up being Swordmaster.
Who says I did?
Oh, sorry, I just assumed. Governor seems like a full-time job.
It is. But there's room for overlap if you're creative about it. I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
No.
Elaine can handle it. She doesn't
Yo estoy
need
con
me.
otras cosas.
I don't doubt that. But it isn't about what she does or doesn't need. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less
No hay
every
que
minute.
fiarse de la mano.
You and me both.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
No, pero está bien ver a nuestros antiguos compañeros, amigos.
It's a lot of work being governor. I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Vale, coge el peluche. ¿Nos servirá de algo?
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Vale, no podemos dar un pase.
Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly... I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal.
Vale.
It's a cookbook. It has
Pero
4
había
stars,
otras
but it
cosas,
looks
¿eh?
like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Vale.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
Vale.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never
Quería
even
probar la última opción,
apologized.
la de los estos, que no creo que funcione.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Necesito devolverle el libro, un libro que no tengo, ¿no? Vale.
It's soft and extra fuzzy.
No hay nada dentro. Vale. Vale, interesante. Aquí pienso, tengo un cuchillo.
It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife.
No lo puedo. No hay nada dentro. Tocar botella.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Que no vendría a estar.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done.
¿No? Vale. Supongo que necesitamos un libro. Lo que pasa es que no me acuerdo de eso. Pero si era nuestro, a lo mejor lo encontramos. Vale, estamos aquí. Barco de Jack. Esto es el pueblo. Aquí estaba, en el bosque estaba Carla, el astillero. ¿Qué más hay por aquí? ¿Hay algo?
Meathook's museum is gone. So is the cable to his island. It's just as well, given the worldwide rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shortage.
Eso, el pollo. Llegamos a esta isla, vale. Ya me acuerdo. Que también fue miembro de nuestra tripulación. Este es el bosque.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
Había para no perderse, teníamos como una combinación, pero parece que...
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6.
Ahí,
Museum
pues,
of
museo.
Pirate Lore. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Aquí vive Carla, que es la gobernadora, que era
Hi
la
there.
maestra.
Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter.
Vale.
Here, take my business card.
Thanks.
The museum showcases the
Más grande
largest
de
collection of
del Caribe.
pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean.
O por lo menos de él, la
Or
verdad, es el único
on
que
Melee
hay.
Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Vale, lo que tú digas.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Tiene
Thieves,
gafas, ¿no?
mostly.
Good to know. What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for
Capsize.
Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
La isla
Those are my
Pal.
own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy number one on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important.
Está guay que tenga esas referencias.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Malay jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
Lo que te digas.
The display case is locked.
Vale.
What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot.
Pam, pam. Podría usar el cuchillo. La llave.
It doesn't fit.
What? Is something wrong?
No.
Well, I was just wiping a smudge off the glass.
Oh, all right. But be careful. Guard parrots are attack trained.
No creo que me ataque.
I skipped school the day they taught lockpicking.
¿Qué cosas? Esta dijo lector.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh, yeah. That's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
Vale.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
No, lo que yo digo a la exposición. No me cae bien este... Comida para loros.
It's cracker mix. Some assembly required.
Pa mí. Pam. No hay mucho más aquí.
It doesn't seem interested.
Vale.
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Vale, eso sí que no es mío.
What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
That's a nice ore.
The one with the coffin, yeah. The coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
Te falta mucha información, ¿eh? Te falta mucha información, señor del museo. Vale. El bosque está en el museo. O sea, la de Elaine. Y aquí está el bosque que teníamos que saber.
A classic specimen of Alotta nucleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth.
Te doy fuera de la pantalla, se me minimiza. Y supongo que si no tenemos mapa o coordenadas, lo que teníamos era como...
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Necesitamos un mapa. Vale. Vamos al astillero.
Wow, it's worse than I imagined.
Vamos a ver si podemos entrar.
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Vale.
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
Vale, ¿y si uso el cuchillo o el cuchillo no sirve para?
I don't want to wreck my brand new shiny
El cuchillo no
knife.
sirve para algo servirá. Más extraña.
It's a dried up old sea sponge. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now.
Vale.
There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships.
Cogemos el más barato porque no tenemos dinero, pero...
It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships.
Vale, necesitamos como una palanca para abrir... Para abrir esto. La ventana. ¿Tenemos palanca? No. Un cuchillo que no quiero utilizar. Vale. Pues vámonos. Por cierto, ¿qué tenemos que hacer? Unirme a la tripulación, sí. Apagarme el barco, sí. Encontrar el... Bueno, esto ya para después. Resolver el problema de la primera oficial me reconoce y no me da trabajo. Vale, y conseguir una fregona. Bajar los muelles. Sé dónde está la fregona. Vale. Bueno, voy a dejarlo por aquí y el próximo día continuaremos. Espero que os haya gustado y nos vemos con más. Chao.